Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another diecast video, and today we're going to take a quick look at the Matchbox Cadillac series, which is pretty nice and pretty interesting. So it's a Cadillac series, so obviously these are all going to be Cadillacs, right? I believe these are just $1. They're $1 each at your Walmart. Same price as a regular Matchbox. There are 12 cars in the series. However, this is the first wave of 6, and that is what you will be finding in stores currently. These seems not to last very long on the pegs. People have been buying them, so it seems to be successful so far. We are going to go ahead and take a look right now. So you should be able to still find this wave 1, because I think this will probably be out for a while before they'll release the second wave of this Cadillac series. But we're going to start by looking at these first 6, and then when I find the other 6 eventually, we'll do another video for those. But let's take a look. So 2015 Cadillac Escalade. Let's crack her open. Take a peek and see what we get here in the series. So a nice looking version of the Escalade. Not bad at all. It's a nice color. It's like almost like a grayish brownish kind of color. You do get front detail up here, headlight department, and then in the back you get some nice details as well. So really the details are where you'd want them on a car that's only going to have graphics on 2 sides. The front and the back is kind of the proper way to do it, because now it looks more of like a realistic little $1 model. So for $1, I mean, you really can't go wrong with this little Cadillac. So that's quite nice, and I think it's pretty good. So we're going to go on to the next one here, which is a Cadillac CTS Coupe. Again, we might as well peek at the card art here. The card art's all basically the same, just with a different rendering. The rendering matches, of course, the car. And then the back of the card art, you have that. Usually this symbol here, and the fact that we've got some different languages and stuff on the back, means that these will be found in other countries. It's not just going to be found in the U.S., but in the U.S., Walmart is going to be the place to find them. I don't think you're going to find them anywhere else, but I guess it's possible that I just don't know. But that's where people have been finding them. So this Cadillac CTS Coupe, go ahead and open that up. And again, you know, like the Escalade, we've got the right things going on when it comes to a $1 model car. You got your typical metal body, plastic base. That's all normal. The plastic tires are also par for the course. But what isn't always there is the detail on the front and the back. And that's what you get with this car. You get the detail on the front and the back. So we don't have any graphics on the side, but that is perfectly fine, because where we want them is up in here. If this didn't have the detail up in the front, this casting probably would be very, very ugly and look like it was lacking a lot of detail. Similar to the back there. You got nice details for the taillights and all that stuff. Little Cadillac on the, like a dealer plate almost. And it just looks pretty good for a $1 model. You really cannot complain with this. We can look at some copyright dates for fun here on the bottom. This gives us an idea of when the casting was originally tooled. And as you can see, 2010 on the bottom here is what we have for this one. So that likely this casting's been around since around then, probably 2011 with its first release. The Escalade, by the way, was 2017. I always like peeking at that. They also do put a scale on the bottom of here. It says 1/64. However, this clearly is not 1/64 scale, this Escalade. This would be much, much bigger if it was truly 1/64 scale. And on this one, on this one they put 1/66 scale. which is probably more like it for this car. That might be somewhat accurate. I don't know why they would print the scale on it if it's not really accurate, because why would they put 1/64 on this when it's not? There's no way that it's 1/64. All right, anyway, carrying on. Number 3 in the series, and a really cool one, is this 1975 Cadillac Eldorado Convertible. Here we go. Now we're getting into era of Cadillacs that I dig, which is the old stuff from the 70s and early 80s and stuff like that. That would be my era of fun for Cadillac. This Eldorado is looking pretty sharp. So let's go ahead and open up this guy. Now this one, unlike the other ones, unfortunately, we do just get side details. That's what it looks like. There's nothing on the front, nothing on the back. And that's somewhat okay on these cars because they do at least put, there's some detail up there, meaning it's part of the base. But it would be nice if they had graphics up there too to make it look a little bit better. But it's a nice little car. Nice color choice. Just looks pretty good. So let's take a peek at the base. Just look under here, see what we get. So this is copyright date 2020, and that's what I thought. This is like a new casting for this year from Matchbox. I thought I had not seen it before and was correct. So this is a brand new tooling, and I don't think we've seen it in the main line at all yet. We probably will. Probably next year, I would assume, is when they would use it for the main line. But for this year, you get its debut release. At least I think it is its debut release in this Cadillac series. So that is pretty sweet. But again, nice little dollar model from Matchbox. Matchbox really does know what they're doing right now. I think they're doing a great job. They don't have all of the hype that Hot Wheels has. But who cares about that? All right, moving on. That is a great one, but we are going to move on. This next one, number 4 of 12, is the 1963 Cadillac Ambulance. As far as I'm concerned, this is the least desirable one in the series for me. I know a lot of people will like it, though. I'm just not huge into it. But there you have it. Matchbox Fire Department. It's kind of cool. It's been out a handful of times. Actually, quite a few times, I think. Copyright date's 2014, so it's been around a little while. This one does have a scale printed on the bottom of 1. I think that says 81 scale. Which is probably accurate for this, because it is definitely a lot smaller than 1/64. Did they do a scale on the bottom of this one, the new one? I didn't see it. And no, it's not on there. And they probably stopped doing it because it's just kind of silly. If this was truly 1/64 scale, it would be a lot longer. That's kind of a cool piece. All right, let's move on. Number 5 in the series, another classic Caddy, 1969 Cadillac Sedanville. Very cool car. There's a rendering of it there. In a cream color. And there you have that. Looks pretty good. This casting's been around for a while. Got a few different versions in my collection. It's always hard to look at the base when they have this like texture on it. It says it's in 1/75 scale. Again, that might be accurate. This is 2007 copyright date. That gives you an idea how long the tooling's been around. Overall, not bad. So this one, you do get side details, and then you get tail detail. Nothing on the front, of course. But it does look pretty good. I would say it's not the best variation of this car that's ever come out of this casting. But it does look pretty good. It's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, and then we're going to follow that up with the last car in the series, and that is this 1941 Cadillac Series 62 Convertible Coupe in black. Pretty neat. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. Yeah, take a look. All right, so here we got somewhat of some interesting things going on. So they've made the top of this car all one piece. And the way they got it to kind of look sort of correct is it's like textured almost here, or like frosted, and then it's clear where the windows are. As you can see that. Now, it's not supposed to be clear, and they're giving it, the illusion that it's not by putting that kind of frostedness to it, which is really, I think, just like a texture to it, which makes it not clear. Kind of interesting how they went with that. I'm not sure on the production process of that, but this is all one piece, this top bit. The body, of course, is metal. The base, of course, is plastic. The wheels are plastic, as to be expected. This one does have side details here and front details, and that means, of course, there's going to be nothing on the rear. It's a pretty nifty little casting. And the copyright date is 2019, I think. So, yeah, I think this one just came out last year. 2020 was when it showed up in the main line for Matchbox. I don't remember what color it is. I think it might have been green. I'm pretty sure I have it. I picked it up. But it's pretty cool. So you got to remember, they're doing some cost-saving measures here. And that's understandable. You guys got to understand, these things are $1 a piece, right? And that's final retail. Meaning that's what you pay at your Walmart. Okay, so you can only imagine then, what does Walmart pay? I guarantee you it's a bit less than $1 a piece. And it probably at most would be half that. So they're probably paying at most 50 cents a car. I have no idea what they're actually paying, but I would say that's, at most that's probably what they're paying for these. So if you want to make a 50, that's what retailers typically try to make around a 50-point profit margin. I think that's kind of the goal. And I would imagine if you're manufacturing these things, that's about what you're trying to get to. Some sort of target margin, which I could be way off on. Again, I'm just speculating, so don't take these words for gospel truth, but just guessing. So they're probably producing these at about $0.25 a piece. And my guess could be 100% off. They could be producing them a lot cheaper than that. They might be producing them a little bit more expensive than that. I'm not really sure how much money Mattel actually makes on this product, but just to put that in perspective, you're working within $1, okay? And when you're working within $1, and that price point has not changed over the years, even with inflation and stuff in the U.S. and all sorts of crazy stuff. The dollar ain't what it used to be. We all know that. And, they still kind of maintained a price point around that $1. And it's pretty amazing, actually, what they've been able to do. So, pretty cool. All right, so we like to pick favorites. I like the new tooling. That probably catches my eye the most from the side there. So I'm happy about that one. I really like that one. From like a detail standpoint, though, the two more modern Cadillacs I think are really cool. I think both of these are pretty cool $1 pieces. And even though I'm more for like a classic Cadillac, I like these a lot. These two are kind of, they're good. I like them. They're not, kind of blah for me. I don't really care about them that much. And then this would probably be last place for me just because I'm not really into it. So, but that's just my opinion. Of course, you guys are going to have differing opinions, and I'd like to hear your opinions, so put them down in the comments below. Did you pick up this series? Were you able to find it? If you didn't find it, do you want to find it? Just overall, what do you think? So, thank you guys very much for watching, and you have a great day.